One of the hardest things for me about being a dad is the unknown of fatherhood or of raising our kids, right? Because really we have no fucking idea if we're doing things right. We have no idea if we're doing a good job. We have no idea if we're raising them correctly with the right morals, with enough attention, enough love, enough discipline, enough anything, you know? We really don't fucking know because it's all of our first time being parents. Like, whether we have one kid, two kids, three kids, whatever, like, we're still all going through this for the first time, you know? And at least for me, that's a really difficult thing because all I know is that I'm trying my fucking best. All I know is that I love these kids so damn much that I really don't want to fuck it up, you know? But at the end of the day, I really have no idea. I have no fucking idea if I'm doing a good enough job, a good job, a great job, a bad job. I don't really fucking know. You know, I know that I have good kids. I know that they're fucking amazing and that they're strong and they're competitive and that they're caring, you know, but really as a father, it's hard to know that I'm doing everything correctly. And it's something I question quite a bit. And I think a lot of guys do, a lot of parents in general, but a lot of dads do because, you know, for us as men, for us as dads, when we're laying there at night, we have all of those thoughts going through our head of like, am I really doing this, man? Am I really doing this right? Am I really providing everything I need to provide? Am I really the man that I need to be? Am I really, you know, raising them right? And those are all difficult things to deal with, man. They're difficult thoughts to have because we don't fucking know. And we won't know until they're older, until they're grown, until it's too fucking late when they're grown adults. And now we have to see if they're going to become good human beings, if we did a good job, and if they want to be around us, you know, if they even want to be around us, because at least if they want to be around us, we'll know that we did a good enough job for them to care, to stick around, you know, to actually continue being part of everything. But the whole reason I'm saying all of this stuff, it's been on my mind a lot, obviously, but the whole reason I'm talking about this is because this is why I talk so heavily about the importance of your fitness and your personal development as a dad. And I really piss the fucking internet off a lot when I talk about this shit, about how, you know, as a dad, you need to be in shape. As a dad, you should be fucking hitting the gym and sticking to your nutrition plan and being fucking in shape. Like, you should do that as a father. That should be a thing for you. And it's not because of the vanity metrics. It's not because, like, it's just cool to look jacked and walk around with your shirt off and be arrogant and cocky. And, like, don't get me wrong, man. Like, being in shape is very fucking cool. And I do think that is important. I think the look is important also for a few different reasons. For one, because it shows that you respect yourself and that you're a hard worker and that you're dedicated. Two, it shows your kids the correct way to live as far as health habits, right? And shows your kids the confidence and what happens when you work hard and all of those things, right? Self-respect. But also it deters weird motherfuckers. Like, being in shape, being physically in shape and visibly in shape where people could look at you and be like, damn, that motherfucker is big, right? Or jacked or whatever. Like, they know you're about the fucking business, bro. Like, it's a deterrent to weird motherfuckers that would otherwise look at you or your kids as victims. That's extremely important as well. But that's not even why I'm talking about this in this video. Why the main reason why it is so important to focus on your personal development and your fitness as a father is because it's one of the only ways to mitigate the unknown. And what I mean is, what I was just saying about how we don't really know. We don't really know if we're doing things right. We don't really know if we're doing enough. We don't know. But What I do know from being on the other side of the coin, from being on the side of fat, alcoholic, fucking partying all the time, like just having terrible habits and not doing things correctly. Like what I know is being a fat, lazy, drunk, broke motherfucker around my kids was not the move, was not the right thing to do. I don't think that's a good example to set for any of us, right? So even though we might not know if we're doing everything right, I think we can all agree that displaying that in front of our kids isn't correct, right? And then with that being said, we can agree that when you focus on, and honestly, I'm not going to say we can all agree, because if you haven't gotten to this point yet, you might not know. I think a lot of people don't know, and that's why they get upset when I talk about it, is because they haven't experienced it yet. And fortunately, I've experienced it, so I can speak on it. But when you decide to go all in on your health and fitness and your personal development, the person you become and the characteristics and habits that you develop can only benefit your kids and your family. Obviously, it benefits you quite a bit, but what you portray and what you show them through that process and through who you are now can only benefit them, right? Consistency, discipline, hard work. Your mood will be more level and better. Your energy levels will be better. You'll have more confidence. You'll have more self-worth. You'll have more self-love. You'll carry yourself differently. You know, you can show your kids good habits as far as health, nutrition, exercise. You know, you can show them what happens when you really work hard. You can show them what dedication looks like. You can show them what it looks like to push through things when they're uncomfortable, when you don't want to do them, when they're hard, but you know that you need to do them anyways. These are all things that can only benefit our kids, right? And it's honestly, like, focusing on your fitness is one of the best way to develop those and show those in real time to your kids. And your kids are so fucking smart, man. They pick up on it so quickly. And I know this because, and this is one of my biggest regrets, and I've spoke about this in other videos, is that one of my biggest regrets in life, man, is not taking this more seriously sooner. You know, for the first 2 years of my daughter's life, and then even scattered throughout, man, like I could, you know, I did really dumb shit. Like, we did really dumb shit and had her around really dumb shit, where I had fucked up habits, man. And I drank a lot, and I did lazy shit. I was fat, I was out of shape, and didn't take care of myself the way that I should, and didn't set the example that I should, man. And she caught on to that. She really caught on to that, to where she knows, like, that's a problem, you know, and she's called me out on it. She's called a lot of people out on it because she's smart. She sees what the fuck is going on, you know, and now the way that I am, like, she sees this way too. And she knows it's safe. She knows it's good. She knows it's behavior that she can model, right? But I don't think a lot of us really pay attention to how smart our kids are and how much they pick up on all this shit. Because I'll tell you what, bro, like, my daughter will tell you she hates drunk people. She's been around enough fucking drunk, belligerent motherfuckers, you know, and again, this is another huge regret of mine. That she hates those people now. She hates them. She sees people and she's like, why would they be drunk? Why are they getting drunk? You know, why are they doing that? Or, you know, like, she knows that being in shape is the right thing too. Like, she knows that not practicing self-control and self-discipline is wrong. And, you know, she's picked up on a lot of this stuff. And my son, he's younger, but same thing, man. Like, he, you know, the path that I walk, he follows along, you know, and he knows, like, that shit is important. But I guess the whole reason I'm talking about this, man, and it's late and I'm just kind of ranting, but the whole reason I talk about this is because, like, I was thinking about it a lot because I got crucified on the internet this week, which I get crucified all the time. It's all good. I actually kind of enjoy it. but, you know, I was like, why are these guys so upset? Why are they so upset with what I'm saying? And a lot of it's insecurity. I understand that, right? Like, a lot of people get triggered by what I say because I say it in a very direct and blunt way, and it's not fucking nice. It's not sugar-coated. And if you have an insecurity with that, then it's gonna hit you, you know. And I understand that. And a lot of that's intentional, you know. A lot of it, for me, I know that that's how I need to receive information and hear things, so that's how I deliver it. But when I was thinking about it, I'm like, why are these guys so upset, man? You know, and what is it that I'm really trying to say here? And this is exactly what I'm trying to say. There's so much unknown in fatherhood. There's so much fucking unknown. It's one of the scariest things in the world because we only get one fucking shot. We only get one shot at this. And that terrifies me. I don't know about everybody else. It terrifies the fuck out of me. And my kids grow so fast, man. Like, it feels like I just brought them home from the hospital and they're kids now. I got a 7 and a 5-year-old. And there's so much unknown and so much that we can't control that for us to not take advantage and really prioritize the things that we can control and that we do know is just kind of irresponsible and reckless of us, right? Because we're gonna fuck up naturally enough as it is, as men, as fathers, you know, as parents in general. But if we can control certain aspects, if we can make sure that we're setting as good of an example as possible, if we can confidently say that what we're doing we'd be okay with our kids doing, you know, we could confidently say that the path that I'm walking, I'd want them to walk. If we can do that, we can mitigate a lot of that unknown. We can mitigate a lot of like the questioning and like, fuck, man, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know if I'm good enough, you know, because we're always going to have that and we are always going to fuck up. But the best thing we can do for our kids is pursue our fullest potential, pursue greatness, pursue the best version of ourselves, and then gift that to them. Gift it to them. Give that to them. And allow them the opportunity to follow in the right footsteps. That's the biggest thing, because they're going to follow us regardless. And honestly, if we're setting the wrong example, they might follow us. They might just fucking hate us and never want to fucking follow us again. They might never want anything to do with us, you know, when they're older. But that's why I harp on this shit, man. That's why it's so important. It's not because I think you're a bad father because you're fat. I don't think that. I don't think that, you know, you're a bad father because you don't go to the gym or because you don't have a fucking six-pack or you're not jacked. It's not what I'm saying at all, man. What I'm saying is that prioritizing your health, your fitness, your personal development is only going to benefit your kids and your family. That's why it's important as a father. We should be doing everything in our power to give our kids and our family the biggest benefit that we possibly can. All right? So get your shit together, man. Get your shit together. If it is together, great job. Now find the new level. Find the next level. Never stop finding new levels. Never stop winning. Never stop pushing. Never stop pursuing. And if you haven't gotten it together, I fucking highly recommend you do. If you need help getting it together, please feel free to reach out to me. My DMs are always open. I'm always willing to help. I'm always willing to try and figure shit out with you. I have a ton of videos that will help you, whether that's on Instagram or YouTube. So feel free to go through those. And if you really need help, feel free to reach out to me. We can figure it out together, man. So I appreciate you all. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate you all watching. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram as well. And yeah, any questions you guys got, anything you need, my DMs are always open. Appreciate you all.